Welcome back to R.age.
R.age, and today we're going to talk about parkour, or parkour, as people
First,
say.
let's say hi to some of our friends out there who have been talking to us like little kid. Oh gosh, can you believe this? I am listening and watching to RazorTV while having lectures. Ayo. Anyway, yep, let's cheer for our table tennis team.
You're going to be a very good student and at the same time be very, very media savvy.
Aw, they said that maybe RazorTV can do a special and invite Team Singapore to the studios. I'm sure all of us here would like to thank them personally. We'll try our best. And a lot of other people, and yeah, JG Education also said, oh yeah, go Team Singapore, we can do it. And I know May also went, go Singapore. Go Singapore, go, or something like that. So, Thank you for your comments. Keep them coming because we'll definitely like to hear them from you. Meanwhile, parkour, Helmi?
Parkour, yes. Now, if you don't know what it is, we're going to show you a video of what it is. Impressed? There are now more than 1,000 people in Singapore who are practicing parkour. Including me. Lately. Parkour and tricking. Now, this is an underground alternative sports movement that has been catching on around the world because of the internet. The YouTube has made it very easy for people to learn these moves. Just by watching YouTube videos.
I do think that you have to be careful. I mean,
of course,
previously websites used to actually tell you how you can build up your strength and fitness before you start doing the moves.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's very, very rigorous. I mean, there are like a certain amount of crunches, you have to do pull-ups and stuff like that. And I can't do a pull-up to save my life, so I don't know.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Let's watch this video.
Question. What do you do when you're walking down the street and you come across a big wall? Do you A. Walk around it, B. Walk straight towards it and keep banging at it until your head breaks, or C. Speed up and jump right over it? If you walk around it, you're probably normal. If you keep banging at it, you must be an idiot. And if you jump over it, you probably practice parkour. Parkour is an underground sports movement invented by the French. It is a system of getting from one place to another in the fastest and most efficient way possible. Need to go to the ground floor? Don't take the lift. Just jump off. Want to go from your building to the next building? Well, jump from your roof to the next roof. Now, I can't say for sure if it is the fastest and most efficient way of getting around, but it sure as hell looks the coolest. Pop culture has made parkour something of a staple in action films and music videos. But did you know that there are approximately 1,000 guys in Singapore practicing it every day?
I'm Ashraf.
Hi, I'm Sham.
And we practice parkour.
How did you first get hooked on parkour?
TV show on Art Central. Yamakasi, basically most of... Yamakasi was on it one Wednesday night, so I watched it and just find a reason to jump. It's amazing. Just find a reason to jump and move. I didn't know what I was doing. I only know it's humanly possible because it didn't see like Yamakasi use ropes and stuff like other movies.
It all started from YouTube itself because before YouTube was even around, what we used to do last time was videos would be put on websites, you see. So it wasn't really that popular. But once YouTube came along, a lot of people began to go out and start to actually film their own runs, their own training sessions, and they put it online. So the internet has become some sort of a platform for us to communicate with each other. Like we cannot train with certain people from, say, England and France themselves, but then they put their videos online to show us that this can be done in this fashion.
Now, parkour isn't the only alternative sports movement that's capturing the imagination of young guys. There's also about 100 others who practice tricking. Tricking is an aesthetic blend of flips, kicks, and twists. Most of the movements are borrowed or adapted from gymnastics, martial arts, and breakdancing. What's cool about parkour and tricking is that they're underground sports movements, which means there are no rules, no regulations, and no formal organizations. Most practitioners teach themselves.
I'm Wan. I'm Shaiful, and we are tricksters.
What advice would you give to somebody who is new to tricking?
My advice is to get a proper coach so that he can learn things the proper way. If not, he can injure himself.
For proper flips, you can get like a gymnast coach or go to adult sessions at like Prime Gymnastic.
So what was your worst injury?
I tried to do a backflip for the first time by myself without no one. I landed straight down on my head. Then I was woozy the whole day.
And you didn't go to the hospital or anything, right?
I just sat down, put ice on my head and watched MTV.
What about yourself? What's your worst injury?
My worst injury is my finger. She is crooked a bit. It happened when I wanted to do a front end sprint, but I over-rotated and actually hit against a rock, and my spring and my finger were like way out of its place. Then I just tried to push it back.
This is a do-it-yourself generation, right? You heal yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they say no pain, no gain.
Yep, it's completely DIY. So DIY, in fact, that I thought I could do it too.
Stay on the cutting edge with RazorTV.
Hello, we're back, and well, we have some interesting comments. Strangely, not to do with parkour, but people saying, "Wow, I want that RazorTV cool black T-shirt. Is it for sale?" And
also, White
also
Polaris
for White
says,
Polaris. Hi, White Polaris. Nice to see you again.
SPH
is selling a RazorTV black T-shirt. Where I want to purchase it? Well, we're not selling it, but if you guys call in,
we'll give it to you free.
absolutely
you gotta call
free,
though.
but you have to call us. So if you want the T-shirt, give us a call, and we will give you one of the T-shirts. So we don't sell them, and we have a very, very, very limited number.
Stop.
In fact, we might actually have to make them specially for you. So, but we will if you call.
Okay, now moving on. Now I want to tell you that parkour is actually not that difficult to do, or at least I didn't
Really?
find it that difficult to do. Yes, I mean you
Okay, some of the
really you
basic
have to
ones.
train. You have to train,
For
and then
me,
you will get
who can
better
only
with
do
time.
the forward egg roll, it's probably a bit of a challenge, yeah?
Okay, now I want to make it very easy for the people who are watching.
Okay.
So I found out what were the basic moves of parkour and tricking, and you can learn how to do it too just by watching this VT.
Okay, so tell us about precision.
Precision is a jump from one standing spot to another standing spot. Basically, it helps you in heights and stuff. It aids you in your movements.
Before you do the tough stuff, like jumping from one rooftop to another, right?
Yes, yeah. So we practice on ground level like this, so that if you fall, you just fall on the ground instead of falling 3 meters, 20 meters down.
What are the tips of jumping right?
Tips is just like basic NAFA. When you do standing right jump, it's the exact same thing except that you're landing on a point, on an edge point. So same thing from swing your arm forward and extending, jumping off with your toes, and landing is you receive the edge by the ball of your toes and bend your knees to absorb the impact.
And why do you have to do that?
It's to prevent your knees from hurting and your ankle, and to basically absorb the impact of your landing point.
It cushions your jump.
Yeah, cushions jump. Vaulting, for starters, you would probably want to hold your weight with your hands like this and lift up one leg over and just bring your leg over.
Okay.
One-handed. This, you gotta bring your hips over and just As you progress, you would want to do a sodisha, which is a legs through your hand, like just like this.
What are the tips of vaulting?
For starters, you probably want to just climb over slowly, like just hold your weight with your hands, one leg over and bring the other leg over. Once you get better in it, you would want to go faster. You want to do one hand.
Alright, so what's the trick to doing that?
Okay, the trick to doing the wall pass is actually you have to put your feet above waist level. So you cannot be somewhere here, you see? Like this, right? You're not going to go high. You're only going to go like that. But above waist, you can kick further. Yeah. So to demonstrate, why not get my friend NC Ashraf to show?
To do a wall pass, you need speed because you need to run up the wall. So you just run up and kick up the wall. If you can, preferably you try to kick as high as you can so you can climb up faster. And you just have to run up and reach up the wall.
Okay.
And pull yourself up. There are techniques of pulling. They call it muscle up, right? Muscle up is for you to go up as fast, as most efficient as possible.
What's balancing?
Like what the word means, you have to balance on a rail or even a small walkway. So for balancing, there are two kinds. Basically, what we would do first for beginners, right? What we will train is how we can control our steps on the rail. 2 foot, like 2 feet on top, and walk. Then later on, we will try to focus on the quadrupedal movement, whereby we are on all fours and we are going like a cat across the rail.
So what's the trick to doing that well?
The first one, basically, you just have to control your weight, like the distribution of your weight. Just have to really focus on your ankles. The first one when you're walking on the railing itself. The second one when you're going for the quadrupedal movement, you have to be really flat as possible. You cannot bend because the more you bend, your center of gravity is high, then you fall. You see? But if it's flat, it's lower, so it's easier for you to move.
You need to roll to absorb your impact when you're running and jumping to kill the forward momentum, because you can't absorb the forward momentum with just landing. You have to do roll to break fall. Rolling is one of the basic moves. It's quite complex. If you want tips, I really suggest you go online and find a step-by-step tutorial, because it consists of landing. You have to get a proper landing, perfect landing, and putting your hands down, the hands positioning, legs positioning, and your push-off. You have to practice a lot of roll before you can really use it.
How did you start out?
Okay, we first started out like we gathered a few friends, like 3 people. Then we support each other doing a backflip, like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah. So that we can get used to the motion of going backwards. Yeah, so we don't get like scared.
How many times do you think you have to do that with, your friends before you can actually do it on your own?
You probably have to do it 40 or 50 times to get it on your own.
Can you take us the steps to how you eventually get to do the aerial?
Actually, you have to start off with a cartwheel, a 2-handed cartwheel. Then when you're confident enough, you have to use a 1-handed cartwheel, where you do a cartwheel with landing on one hand. Then after that, if you're confident enough, you can move on to an aerial, the cartwheel without your hands.
So how do you manage to do the front flip?
I started off doing a backflip, then after sometimes I was comfortable with it. Then I try a front flip and it isn't so hard as what it seems.
It came sort of naturally to you after you've been doing the backflip for so long, right?
It is.
How long have you been doing this?
If you count seriously, I've been doing it for 4 years.
So you've been doing it for 4 years and you still can't do the front flip. How come?
Because I'm afraid of flipping forward. Yeah, I can't flip forward. It scares me.
But you do the backflip very well.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of going back because you're not looking where you're going. You can't see your back.
You can't see your back.
Yeah, so you just flip backwards and you land it. Because if I'm going forward, then I'm jumping. Then I have to turn my head down. Yeah, that scares me. But I'll try it one day. I'll try it one day.
How about now?
No.
I have decided to dedicate my entire life to parkour and tricking.
Enough of Savona's in it, within it, just chillin' in the bag, mixing this sip of yak with a finished up fat. What's that? They heard it from the gutters, cause they don't us back. They can't get close to that, let's toast to that. We get it, we live it, we done done things, nobody reach it. You think about the greatest on that case, we better be there, who could. Don't give him all that credit, cause he be muscle good. No drama, had that think about that humming, everybody wonder how I did when someone back out like that. Big money, lawyers, get back.
Celestial, tu cuerpo brutal, el momento fenomenal. Se siente en un viaje espacial. Mueve el arsenal, mujer inmortal. Empieza, vamos ahí, empieza. Con destreza, tigresa, como lo la fresa. Préndete, no se quede pieza. Sepa que la vea. Se menea. Bailando te rodea.
After 6 months of training, I passed a few, I flunked a few. Think you can do better?
Well, of course you can do better. And if you have pictures or videos of yourself doing parkour, send it to us, email it to us, or just call us and tell us about your experience of playing parkour and tricking, and you could win a prize.
Yes. Try and look better than Helmi.
Alright. Let's
well, Kirsten, you said, God, you just reminded me to book my IPPT. Go book, quickly go book. Because we don't want you to get booked. Meanwhile, ever since we asked you guys to call in, there's been radio silence. What's going on, people? Meanwhile, we're taking a short break. Come on, keep your comments coming while we take a break.